Hey everybody, welcome back to our weekly newsletter. We're going to talk this week. We've talked kind of about snowbirds or working remotely, but if you own a home now here in Minnesota or Western Wisconsin, what does that mean? Is it time to sell? Should you go to association living? Sherri Hopfe and I are going to cover that topic right now. So we all know people, friends, clients, family, whatever, who would prefer not to be here during the winter. Correct. And so we're going to talk about what if you now live in a single family home, and it could be big or not so big, and land and yard and all that stuff, and you're thinking of spending part of the year down south somewhere. It's not a bad idea to think about maybe moving into association living, townhome or condo.
No, that's exactly right. And you can do anything remotely these days. I mean, you can watch your temperature in your house,
Yes.
you can take pictures inside your house and watch everything from afar, but it doesn't, get your driveway plowed and just the safety of your neighborhood.
Right.
And all of that. It's just, it's association living provides sort of that carefree life instead of worrying about everything.
Right, you kind of just, my husband and I moved into a townhome last November, I forgot when, and there was really a big difference in just being able to kind of lock the door and leave when, we'd take a vacation or something. We're not snowbirds quite yet. So let's talk about what that looks like as far as what if you don't want to move. I mean, the association, you kind of touched on this. There's certain things you can do inside your house to kind of keep an eye on things.
Mm-hmm.
So thermostat, video cameras.
All of that. And so you can do all that, but it's not the same as if you are in an association,
Right.
where there's somebody that's always sort of got their eye on everything and the needs, and it just takes the worry off your shoulders.
I know, why, if you're going to be somewhere warm, why not relax while you're down there? We also have, so if you're thinking about that, we're talking about, we have connections with realtors down south, if you're going to look at that, or even within this area. Our agents here are licensed in Wisconsin and Minnesota. We're well versed in townhome and condo living, and so we can also help you with that. But also, let's talk about what it takes to get your house ready sometimes. I know next week Chantel and I are going to go more into the weeds, but we've talked about that. It's a good time in the fall to sell.
It is. And I think the first thing everybody has to do, and I'm in the process of this right now, you have to declutter. You have to think about, what do I need to take with me to my next home? What do I want to take to, another place?
Right.
What improvements do I want to make it better, or what don't I want, what I
Right.
don't want to do, all of that kind of stuff. So it really gets that thinking process going, and it also makes you think about, what kind of place do you want to be next? Where is your stuff going to fit into, or what you
Right.
don't want?
Right.
All of a sudden you have these big choices in front of you. So
Yeah,
it's,
you are
it's
going
exciting.
through that now. You're kind of toying with the idea of moving into a townhome, and
I am, but I have to say, the one thing it is, I don't want to leave my neighborhood necessarily, but I would love not having everything else to worry about. The
Right.
lawn work, the driveway, everything. You go away and it's
Right.
done.
Right.
So,
And I know for about, sometimes even less than what you'd pay in association fees, you could hire your own people, but then you also have to manage that, make sure they're doing
Correct.
it and all that stuff. So to your point, it eases it a little bit.
It does.
And we do have a list of contractors. We can help you, whether it's getting ready to get your house on the market, or whether it's preparing your house for the winter if you've decided not to move. We have some great associations around here. In your neighborhood, there's a townhome, right across, kind of neighborhood
Right.
near you. So you
Right.
could move close by without
Yeah.
totally leaving everybody.
Well, and some of us have actually joked about that. It's like, oh, we love our location, we're close to everything, but far enough away, we'll just move across the street when it's time.
Into a townhome, right? Exactly.
So, yeah, it's great.
Exactly. And we do, inventory's still down. So if you're thinking of selling, we do have buyers. And then the last pitch I'll have, and I think I've talked about this again, is we have realtors in Arizona, Florida, Colorado, Texas, Jersey Shore, Connecticut. All over the United States that we've actually met with in person. We've either worked with them or have a professional relationship, so we can help people out with that as well.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you.
So is association living something you're thinking about? Give us a call and we can help you determine if it's the right move for you. And also remember, we have a list of contractors if there's work to be done on your home, and we can help you determine what things should be done and shouldn't be done. Stay tuned next week, or check your email, I should say, next week, where Chantel and I give you an example of a couple homes where people decided to downsize and move on, and the rehab work they did beforehand.